Welcome back to Forensic Lectures. In today's video lecture, we are going to see fundamental rights. So, what we will cover today is that right of equity from 14 to 18 as per Indian Constitution, right to freedom 19 to 20 as per Indian Constitution. So, in brief, we will learn about this. So, let us first move on to the first slide, that is what is Article 14. Article 14 is equality before law. Thus, it states like the state shall not deny to any person equality before law or equal protection of law with sorry of law within the territory of India. So here when you are writing any article in your exam, like if you need to state article 14 equality before law, so always remember that if you are writing exactly like this, then your words in that particular paper shall be exactly as stated over here, the points, commas, everything, semicolons. Okay, if you need to write in your own words, then you should write as like explanation of article 14 or something like that. Okay, so what does this article 14 says? It says that like no this person shall not deny any person from equality before the law or legal protection of laws within the territory of India. So the right extend to all person, whether the citizen or foreigner it might be, or any company, corporation, or any societies like cooperative societies. Okay, then this has certain exceptions like as per article 361. Okay, the president of India or the governor of the states, they are not answerable to any court or for the exercise of their powers, duties, and no civil or criminal proceeding can be acute against them. Okay, so this is the exception which is stated in 361 from this article 14. Then also it has certain like the foreigners, like foreign ambassadors or foreign rulers, we have diplomats, they enjoy the immunity from criminal or civil proceeding. Okay, from this article. So let's see the article 15. As the article 15 it says that prohibition of discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. So here I have written as per the Indian Constitution how it is there. So the explanation of this is like it provides that no citizen shall be discriminated, okay, based on this criteria, that is religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. So here what happens is that there are also certain exception in this article 15, like certain provisions can be made for women's and children's. Okay, so here in this article is that nothing shall be prevent the state from making any special provisions for women and children, like we say equality, right, in case of sex and race, religion. But here there are certain provisions, means exception, that women and children, they can be given certain uh, like benefits, like such as like reservation and access for free education, like that. So it is like the state it does have this rights, like they provides no discrimination, but this doesn't come under any discrimination. So let us see the next, that is article 16, equal opportunity in matters of public employment. So when it comes to employment, what happens is that the Indian Constitution, this right, Article 16, it says that Indian Constitution provide for equality of opportunity for all citizens in matter of employment or appointment to any public offices. It might be in case of private sector or in case of like governmental. Okay, so here it how it is stated in the Indian Constitution. Okay, so this also has certain exceptions. What is that? There are provisions for reservation in appointments of post for any backward classes, like we have reservation for SC, ST, right? Then also for OBC we have certain provisions, right? So they are exception for this, so they doesn't affect this article. So here in this point it's stated as it is. So also an equipment of religious or denominational institution may belong to the particular religion or domination. They also certain schools which they promotes religious belief and all, so there are also certain exceptions for this. Then moving on to next, that is Article 70, abolition of untouchability. So this untouchability act which was there before, so now it has been abolished. So what does it says? Like the untouchability, that is means this in the previous days, like scheduled tribes, scheduled caste people, they were they were treated as untouchables. Okay, so it is abolished and is practice in any form is forbidden. The enforcement of any disability arising out of this untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with law. So what happens is that this person, whoever does means whoever believe or they act like they are for a person who is of low community, low caste, so they treat them as untouchable, then they are punishable under law. Like a person is convicted of offense of untouchability, if he disqualified for election a person, whoever who is doing that, the punishment is like he can be disqualified for an election to the parliament or state legislature. Also the act of offense includes certain acts like preventing any person from entering any shop, hotel, or we can say any public places or government offices, anything like that. Okay, then refusing to admit a person in in case of hospital, if you don't take them based on their caste, and also private or public institution like governmental institution, then here the practice of untouchability begins. So you are also punishable under this act. Then justifying untouchability on traditional, religious, philosophical, or any other ground is also punishable. Or insulting a person belonging to scheduled caste or on any ground of untouchability. Okay. Then moving next to the Article 18, abolition of title. Sorry. So here what happens is that abolition of title means what? The Article 18 it states like Constitution of India, this it abolished the titles and makes for four provisions in regard. So here are these four provisions that are taken. So no title not being a military or academic distinction shall be conferred in any state. So it states that it prohibits the state from conferring any title on citizen of foreigner except military or academic distinction. Okay, so this both are exceptions from this. Then it prohibits a citizen of India from accepting any title from foreign state. So foreign state means any title like officials or anything. Then a foreigner holding any office or profit or trust under the state means any state, or accept without the consent of president any title from any foreign state. He cannot accept without the consent of president of India. And the fourth one, it states like no citizen a foreigner holding any office or profit or trust, okay, or any position, we can say, can accept anything with as a present or anything, okay, like gifts, okay. So without the consent of whom, the president of India, okay. So this is the statement for like article 18, that is abolition of title. Then moving on to 19, it is a big state article that is written like protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, okay. So freedom of speech we talk every time, right? I have freedom to speech, freedom of speech, right? So what does this article says is that it starts from article 19 and ends with article 22, okay. So in this there are protection of six rights, that is in the article 19. Six right means which are these six right? That is right to freedom of speech and expression. So in this what happens is expressing one's own views, opinions, belief and convictions freely by words or mouth, or it can be in the any form like writing or so painting, anything you have the freedom to do that. Then the right to assemble peaceably without arms, that includes the right to hold public meeting or we can say any type of meetings, okay. It does not but it does not protect like violent or like we can say strikes, like we do know strikes and all, they doesn't comes under here, okay. So right to form association or unions or cooperative societies, like we have right cooperative banks in villages or small organization that way. So it includes the right, and political parties or companies or partnership firms, like firms we have, then societies, clubs, like we can make school clubs, right? They doesn't come under this, and also other things. Then right to move freely throughout the territory of India. So here in this what happens is that this right does it states like the freedom of movement from one place to another, like right to move from inside the country, okay, within the country, or like this article 19, it also says external right to move out from the country and right to come back to the country, it is also stated in here. Then right to reside and settle in any part of the territory, like any person who is that he has the right to settle anywhere. The right of outsider to reside and settle in tribal areas is restricted, okay. Like certain tribes they have their own practice, right? So their areas are there, their traditions are there, so that cannot be exploited, therefore it has certain exception that it cannot be exploited by the others, or they cannot reside in their like restricted areas, or we can say the tribal restricted areas, they are protected. Then the right to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, okay, or trade or business also included in here. That it doesn't include the right to carry on any profession that is immoral, like immoral professions are which like human trafficking, we can take the example, or also like this what child trafficking, they are against their moral values, right? So they doesn't come under here. Or anything like drugs trafficking, they are not in they are not comes under this, that is right to practice any profession or to carry out any occupation, trade or business. So this was all about article 19. Then moving on to the article 20, that is protection in respect of conviction, okay, conviction for offenses. So this article 20 what it says that like it grants protection against arbitrary and excessive punishment to an accused. Like if you are an accused for any particular case, then there are certain rights for that person only, because our Indian laws, it say they give several chances, right? Because on one fact we cannot prove some certain person is an accused or not. So this person, whether the citizen or a foreigner also, okay, or a legal person like a company or any corporation or anything, any organization we can say. What happens here is that in this case, that no person shall be convicted of, here in this it states like first one, convicted of any offense for violation of law, okay, enforced at time of the commission of the act, subjected to penalty greater than that prescribed by the law. Like here, this article explains like that your penalty which is prescribed to you, you cannot charged more than that. Then second one is that no person shall be prosecuted or and punished for some offences more than once. Like in the previous video lectures we have seen, right? If the person A and B are there, like a shop is there, I have given an explanation. Like the person is there, then here I mean a shop is there, theft has happened, only one was the thief has been caught. uh, Both person A and person B cannot make trials for two times. They he can be punished only once for that act. And also like the third one, no person accused of any offences shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Like against himself means what? Like you cannot use brain mapping, narco analysis, polygraphic methods, okay. He can deny this type of evidences from getting, means in this case what will happen, he will be a witness against himself in polygraphic and brain mapping method, right? We will discuss in further lecture, okay, about this. So then next, moving on to the article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. Sorry. Okay, so here what happens in this case is that this article 21, it states that no person, okay, shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. Okay, this right is available to both citizen and non-citizen, okay, in India. So even the non-citizen of India can take is given this right. So the right to life is not merely conformed to animal existence or survival, but it also includes the right to live with human dignity. Like human dignity, right? What it is like to be live like a human, and all those aspects of life, like to which go to make man's life meaningful and complete or worth living, like all the basic needs which we have. Then in this article 21, there is also article 21A, which has the right to education. So the state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of age 6 to 14 in such a manner as the state may by law determine. Like we have this compulsory education, right, for the kids. So it was made a provision like elementary education which is there, it has become now a fundamental right. But it doesn't say like the higher degree education, they are not coming under this. And this provision was added, that is article 21, because of there was an amendment, okay, 86 constitutional amendment in 2002. So in 2002 this amendment was taken, this act was implemented, okay. Then the last article, that is protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. So here you can see, right, this is a big one written in the constitution. As per constitution, it has so many things. So in short, I will explain you this, like protection against arrest and detention, we can say. So these articles grant protection to person who are arrested or detained. So these are for them. So this article state that detention is of two types. Okay, that is first is punishment after the trial and conviction, and the second type is that punishment without trial and conviction. So from these two aspects, the protection, or we can say uh, protection against any arrest or detention is given. So what does it state? The first part of Article 22, it deals with ordinary law that includes right to be informed on the grounds of arrest. Like what are the grounds that a particular person has been arrested. Then also right to consult and be defended by the legal practitioner. Okay, you have a right to hire a legal practitioner, and also there is a right to be produced before a magistrate within 24 hours. Okay, so excluding the journey time, like certain time the magistrate is far away from the person, so excluding that time. Then right to be released after 24 hour unless the magistrate authorities they decide to further detain that person. Then the second part, which is there of the Article 22, it deals with presumptive detention law. Like protection under this article is available to both citizen as well as you can say aliens, that including like this person cannot exceed 3 months unless a advisory board, like a judges or high courts, they report a sufficient case of extended detention. Okay, then also this sorry here it also state that this person on the grounds of detection should be communicated to with the official, and also they should be offered an opportunity to make representation against the detention order. So this is what in short is sorry article 22, that is protection against arrest and detention. If you like this video lecture, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.